400 Days is a DLC for Season 1 of Telltale Games' The Walking Dead, and it ties Season 1 and Season 2 together. It tells the stories of 5 different survivors. In chronological order, they are Vince, Wyatt, Russell, Bonnie, and Shel. Their stories are tied together by Tavia's epilogue. Each story takes place at different points in time, and the choices you make in one story affect the others, and there are many connections between the stories, some of which are only a second long and easy to miss depending on the choices you make. Vince. The Everett Pharmacy drugstore appears in the background at the beginning, completely intact and running given that it is still before the apocalypse. During the second day, when Vince, Justin, and Danny see the walkers attacking people, Shel and Becca can be seen running away from the pursuing walkers. Shel's RV is seen on the highway when Vince and Danny or Justin escape the prison bus. Vince's story is the only one in which the protagonist's movements can't be controlled. When the option is given to target the walkers, they are referred to as looters. If you choose to shoot off Danny's foot, Vince's right hand goes through his handcuffs when you fire the first time. Justin's handcuffs disappear when he and Vince exit the bus, despite the fact they never retrieve the keys to unlock them. The bus driver from Vince's episode is the same person that Wyatt and Eddie hit while driving. This same bus driver is a watchdog in Shel's story, and depending on the order of the stories played, may show up as a choice for Russell to kill. Wyatt. Chronologically, this is the first time we see Nate, who appears in Russell's story. In our playthrough, we had Wyatt stay in the car, but if Wyatt got out of the car, it would be revealed in the epilogue that Vince saved Wyatt's life. Eddie's car is a 1980s Volkswagen Rabbit, which does not have electric windows, unlike how it is portrayed in the episode.
It's the smallest hoopty in the world.
Wyatt's picture on the wall shows him without a hat, but when Tavia later shows the photo to the group, Wyatt wears a hat in the photo. Russell. If Russell chooses to hide from Nate as he's driving down the road, depending on the player's choice in Season 1 of saving Doug or Carly, the saved one will appear as a rotten corpse full of maggots in the road in the story.
Gross, man.
Whether it is Doug or Carly, their position changed from where they were left in Season 1.
Holy fuck.
If we refused Nate's offer to get in the truck, he will drive off and a group of zombies will appear, among them the zombified Danny or Justin depending on whose foot you shot off, and only if you played Russell's story after Vince's. Otherwise, a miscellaneous walker takes their place. If you shot out one of the headlights on Nate's truck in Wyatt's story, it will be out when you meet Nate. The old woman in this story is one of the watchdogs in Shel's story. Bonnie. When Bonnie loses her footing, she slides down a hill onto the road with the prison bus Vince was in. After sliding down the hill, Bonnie also awakens to the sight of a zombified Clyde, the prison guard from Vince's bus. And this will only happen if Russell didn't kill him during his story. Bonnie kills him. The group in the cornfield is Shel's group. Aside from the flashlights, we can tell by Stephanie's silhouette. If Bonnie doesn't kill Dee, Dee will kill Bonnie, which may suggest Dee used the situation as an excuse to kill Bonnie, whom she feared was making advances towards Leland.
Leland is just a friend.
Shel. Jean, as a walker, still has normal eyes, whereas other walkers or reanimated survivors have white eyes. This painting is by Boyd, who was indirectly killed by the man we chose to release after we allowed him to leave the group. If Boyd was still alive, he would have suggested we should leave the camp because it is not safe anymore. The cancer patients from Season 1 mentioned to the group about stealing Kenny's boat in No Time Left. In our playthrough, they mentioned a teenage kid since Ben stayed.
We stole their boat from that teenage kid at gunpoint.
Upon talking to Stephanie or Becca about the flashlights, she mentions one being missing and still in the cornfields.
Huh. Still one short. We never found the other flashlight?
Nope. Still in the cornfield somewhere, I guess.
This suggests that Bonnie's pursuers were Shel's group. It also mentioned that one person had broken in previously and gotten away with medicine and food.
Snuck in.
The second break-in we've had in the last couple of weeks. We just barely got our stuff back last time.
Which is perhaps what was in the bag that Dee brought.
I got you a present.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Considering that Dee wasn't expected by Bonnie to carry a flashlight, which is part of the reason she was killed by her, and that Bonnie definitely turned the flashlight off and tossed it into the corn, thus making it hard to find, it can be presumed Dee stole it along with the medicine, and this is the reason it got lost. The PFV trucks that are used as walls around the pit stop are the same vans that are seen in the front of the prison bus in Vince's story. Here's some bonus trivia for you. During the credits, there are stills of the consequences of some of your choices, such as Justin or Danny being devoured by walkers just outside the bus, having tried to drag himself to safety. If you left Eddie behind, you see him holding Bennett. Looking in horror behind him as Nate stands far away looking towards him. Roman and Clive examining the damage of Shell's escape, and undead Clyde dragging himself away from the rest stop if Russell didn't finish him. Leland's body lying next to Dee's if Bonnie doesn't convince him to leave. There is an additional Easter egg found on the notice board in the introduction, a picture of a man who closely resembles that of Walter White from Breaking Bad. The format of the missing poster itself also reflects the work of an episode of the Breaking Bad series, in which his son creates a missing "Have you seen this man?" poster. And one more Easter egg. In Shell's story, there is a jar of Benang on the shelf in the storage room in the diner. This is an Easter egg for Telltale's earlier Sam and Max series.
Benang! 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 Benang!
I hope you enjoyed these connections. To see our playthrough of the 5 stories of The Walking Dead, please click on the pictures and don't forget to subscribe for more Walking Dead.